Hi everyone, Kelsey here. Today we are going to do a little tutorial on how to get comfortable with Zoom. So Zoom is a software that tons of businesses and schools are using around the world. And it's been extremely popular in the last few months and the last few years, especially because of COVID. So it's great for video conferences, webinars, calls, meetings, and also for tours. So that's where we come in today. There are quite a few options with using Zoom. There is a paid version and a free version. For the purposes of attending our tours, you do not need to pay for this. You do, however, need to create an account. So I will show you step by step everything you need to know from setting up your account to joining the meeting, and then how to optimize everything within your meeting or your tour to make sure that the audio and the video is working, the chat is accessible, the reactions, you know where they are, and that you know how to tell whether or not you're on camera, and then also how to leave the meeting. So no matter what you're using it for, all of these skills will assist you. So let's make sure everything goes as smoothly as you need it to. So first, you want to go and open up zoom.us in your browser. So zoom.us in Chrome, in Safari, in however you access the internet. So here we are on our internet browser. We type zoom.us, and you can see it's the first one that pops up here. The little picture with a blue and white Z, that is the correct link. So we'll click on that. And that brings us to the Zoom homepage. And you can see in the upper right-hand corner, it says sign up for free or contact sales. And now in the lower left-hand corner, you can see pricing and plans. If you do want to buy a Zoom account, that's where you click. But if you just want to open a free Zoom account, which is all you need for our tours, to attend them, to enjoy them, to talk to your family, to attend meetings, unless you plan on hosting a large meeting, all you need is the free account. So for our purposes today, let's click on the part where it says sign up, it's free. It does ask you to verify your age here for the basic Zoom account. And you can see on the left-hand side, it says meetings with up to 100 participants, unlimited number of meetings with up to 40 minutes each, secure HD quality audio and video, screen sharing, all of these great things. So enter a birth year that shows that you are over 18. You don't have to put in your birth year, but a birth year that means you're over 18. And you can sign up with Facebook, with Google, with all these other things, or you can enter an email address, which is what I would recommend here. So I'm going to enter my chicago2spain@gmail.com email. We'll push continue and make sure you have access to your email at this time, because it will ask you to check your email for a code. Now, I am checking my email on my phone, but you can open another tab and check your email at the same time. As long as you don't click the X, it won't go away. This screen will stay up for you. So let's click verify. And now create your account will pop up here. You can put your first name and your last name, or a first name and a last name. Doesn't have to be your full first name or last name, but please put a first name so that your guides know what to call you. Then it's prompting you to create a password here, so you can see it is quite a secure site. Again, first name, last name, and password. You click continue, and then it'll say, welcome to Zoom. We're happy you're here. Next, we'll show you how to get started with Zoom in a few easy steps. So let's focus on the center part of the screen here where it says download Zoom to your computer. Check your audio and video, invite others to join. So I would click download now if you don't already have Zoom on your computer. or your device. You do need the app. This will allow you to attend meetings, tours, webinars, anything you use with Zoom, but it will want you to download the app. So once you do that, you can then click check your audio and video and launch test. This will help you test for your audio and video on the Zoom app. So it opens another tab and you can click join this meeting test. Test your internet connection by joining a meeting. So click join. Open Zoom. Yes, you want to open Zoom. So you can either click the box that says always allow and then open Zoom, or just that one button in the lower right-hand corner that says openzoom.us. So we'll click on that and then you can see the Zoom app opens. It says it's connecting to your internet. And then you can see it has joined a meeting for you. So you can see your camera is on here and it'll ask you join with computer audio. You want to click that button, that blue button that says join with computer audio. So we click that. We can see ourselves in the camera. It says you are now connected to computer audio. And it's asking, do you see yourself? So we do, and we can say yes. Saying, do you hear a ringtone? And I know you can't hear it here, but in the test you can hear it. So you can click yes. Then if you speak and you see the little input level moving, you can click yes. So that means your audio, your speaker, your microphone, and your camera is working. So then you can click end test. And now let's go back to our email as if we have bought tickets or gotten tickets to a tour, and we now want to go see that tour. So in my case, you would open your Buy Me a Coffee email. This is the purchase receipt. It says, here is the link to the tour. This is the direct Zoom link, and you can see it says Zoom in the address here. So you want to click on the direct Zoom link if you're entering through your email. And this is with any of the guides. If you sign up for a tour that has a Zoom link, you want to then click on that Zoom link. If you have not already downloaded the Zoom app, it will direct you to download the Zoom app, but I would recommend doing that in advance through the steps that we just went through. So let's click on our Zoom link here. Let's say we already have the app downloaded, and we'll click on the Zoom link that we get in the purchase receipt or the confirmation receipt through any of the tours that we sign up for, and it'll say connecting. And I have marked this as the test event, but where it says test event here, it could say Hallstatt, or walk in York with John, or hanging out in Leonie's cat room. It could say various titles, but this one says test event. And you can see in this box here that there's a little camera button that has a red mark through it. That means that your camera is currently off, that once you enter the tour, people cannot see you. And this is where it says host has joined. We've let them know you're here. And this is where I, as the host, get a little pop-up that says this person has joined. Should we let them in? So this is known as the waiting room. So as soon as I, or whichever host it is, whichever tour guide it is, lets you in from the waiting room, it will say connecting. And then it'll prompt you to say to choose one of the audio conference options. Click Join with Computer Audio. Join with Computer Audio. If you're on your phone, you can push Join with Phone Audio, but here, Join with Computer Audio. And then, because we are on the Chicago to Spain account, on the right-hand side, you can see Chicago to Spain. That'll be you, or me in this case. And you can see Kelsey Tour Guide. That is where you will see me or your host on the left-hand side. Now I want to direct your attention to the lower left-hand corner here, where you can see the start video and the unmute video. The unmute button and the start video option, these are where you can control your audio and your video. And if you don't move your mouse for a few seconds, those options might go away. But then once you shift your mouse again, they will return. So let's say you want to ask something in the tour and you click unmute because you want to say something, and then this button pops up that says the host is not allowing people to unmute. You go, okay, that's fine. Then you can uncheck your video option, which means you can see yourself. And just a reminder, for the purposes of this video, the Kelsey on the right will be what you will see as you. So I am now viewing with my hair down. I am viewing as a participant. In a few minutes, you'll see me as the host, but I will have my hair up, just to clarify. So you can see yourself or my Chicago to Spain account if you turn on your video here, and that is how other people can see you also. So if you can see yourself, other people can also see you. If you go up to the top right-hand corner, you can click on View. This is showing you how you can view the meeting or the tour. So you can see it says Speaker or Gallery. Gallery view is ideal when you are joining the meeting and you are seeing everybody joining the tour. You're seeing the host, you're seeing all the other people who have joined. But once the tour has started, you might only want to see the tour guide themselves. So that's where you click on Speaker View. And in Speaker View, you can see yourself at the top of the screen here. Again, you can see Chicago to Spain, Kelsey, that's you. And everyone else will be lined up next to you above the tour guide's screen. And you will then be able to watch the video in the big view. So again, this is the gallery view for the entering of the video or entering of the meeting and seeing everyone. And you can see that your camera is on here. So I'm going to switch and show you the other view. So I'm going to turn off my camera. And you can see we're still in gallery view. And now I'm going to turn on my camera as a host to show you what it looks like when you first enter the tour and your host is there. So it'll be me with my hair up on the other screen. And your camera will remain off. Some tour guides do request that your camera remains off in order to make sure that there are no distractions and that the internet does not take up more bandwidth using other people's cameras. So especially for live tours where the tour guide is out in the field with their stabilizers and showing you all of the fun things, it is usually requested that you leave your camera off. So here you can see me as the guide. I'm opening up my camera here. This is what you will see when you first enter the tour. You'll see your guide waving at you, saying hello, hello, hello. And you, as Chicago to Spain, on the right-hand side, you will have your camera off and your audio muted. Now you can see the host has presented a screen share or they have started their tour somehow. So whether that is a screen share or a live tour that they are showing you around their place, that will be in the middle of the screen. And you can see the host's video here. In my case, I use two cameras. I use one for the screen share and one for the a camera so you can see me. But either way, your video will be at the top here. And see where it says Chicago to Spain? That will say your name or whatever name you have put into your Zoom account. So let's say you want to say something. So you push the unmute button and oh, that's right, the host has muted everyone. So we go down to where we can see our chat function. You click on chat and this little box appears. Do pay attention in the blue where it says to everyone. That is how you know everyone will receive your message. You can also type directly to the host here. On that drop-down menu, it'll say host or the other participants. Please do abide by if the host wants chat or not. Personally, I don't mind it, but some hosts do request that people keep chat to a minimum. And you can move this chat box around to a different part of the screen. But let's say you don't want to have chat. It's too distracting. There's too many things popping up. you can just click the little red circle here. That is the X out button. It doesn't mean you'll never see the chat if you don't want to. You can go back to the bottom of the screen again and click on chat and see it, but you're not forced to see it. Now the host, or me, the tour guide, has exited the screen share or gone back to gallery mode. Here is if you change again to speaker mode, so you can only see the host. See how it's clicked there, speaker mode? And then let's say you are wondering if you are still on camera. Your camera button at the bottom, see how there's an X through it here? That means your camera is off. If you click on that button, doesn't matter what the host is doing, you can see yourself either at the top of the screen or at the side of the screen, depending on what view mode you are in. So do be aware that if you don't want to be seen, make sure that camera has a big X through it. I'll leave mine on just for the rest of this video. And the last thing I wanted to teach you about was reactions. This is when you can, even if your camera is on or off, you can still put a heart. I love it. Or if the host is asking you, if your tour guide's asking you, can you hear me? Can you see me? There's a little thumbs up button in which you can say, yes, yes, we can hear you and see you. And then in order to leave the meeting, you go down to the lower right-hand corner and click on that box that says leave meeting. If you accidentally click that box before the tour has ended, don't fret, you haven't ended the tour, you have just left as yourself, so you haven't done anything to the tour at all. If you accidentally leave, go back to that same Zoom link you clicked at the very beginning and click on that one more time, and you will enter the tour again. And I think that's about it. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this was helpful with getting to learn some of the ins and outs of attending a tour on Zoom. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And as with all of your favorite guides, please subscribe to our YouTube channels. This will help us do live tours. And in my case, once we get 1,000 subscribers, we will do a live opera concert. So see you soon, everyone.